What's up, everybody? It's Feather. Welcome to Feathered Libra Tarot. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, your donations of love, and for purchasing readings with me. The only way that you can get a reading is through the links in the description, through my website, nourishheallive.com. You schedule it on your time zone. Let's go ahead and jump into this reading, shall we? The person on your mind. Hey, everybody. If you're here during the live, thumbs up. And click the live chat button down below and interact with me wherever it pops up on your device. I love interacting with y'all. Of course, excuse me, person on your mind. Most of you aren't talking to this person right now. There's not much communication, or the communication is a problem. Okay. Communication is a problem. Yeah, there's defensiveness. Golly, we got the 7 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. Wow. Okay. Let me crank up this light a little bit. Give me just a sec. All right. There we go. All right. So y'all can see it. Hey, everybody in the shadows, and thanks to all my replay rock stars for your amazing comments and for helping me grow this channel so rapidly. I love it. Let's keep it growing. So, there is some challenges here, and I feel it's in regards to the communication. Communication may be blocked, may be very hard and arduous. It's like, how do we talk to this person? What's up, Lalu and Nikki? What's up? Good morning, beautifuls, or good afternoons, whatever's. Good nights. I don't know. So there's some issues here with the communication with these persons. There's some, yeah. Do you trust this? Do you trust this person? Can you trust this person? Do you trust this person? Man. Put in the work in, or do you shut it down? Man. You're telling me so much right now. You're telling me so much right now. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Scorpio, excuse me, Capricorn. I apologize. Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. All elements are out here. Man, you are thinking about this right now. What's up, Sandry? Hey, Kevin. Welcome back, y'all. So the person on your mind, this person gives you some grief. But you're trying to actually review this and think, okay, so, okay, Fred. Fred is saying that you're looking at this clearly. You're trying to decipher whether or not this person is worthy of you. Worthy of your love, worthy of you. I see no cups out here. There's no cups out here. What's up with that? There's no love cups on the table. I'm getting comfortable in my chair, y'all. There's no love. That's the problem. Thanks, Fred. That's the problem. Shit. Communicating love is the problem. That's what causes the 5 of Cups. Is it shared? Can we get this on the same page? Is this a thing? Is it not a thing? The cups are missing. The cups of reciprocation. The cups of putting together the love. That's the problem. Putting together the love. You know, each of you providing a cup and blending that, harmonizing on an emotional level. That's the problem here. When we're reading tarot, we want to look and see what's missing. It's not just what's on the table, it's what's not on the table. Usually that excuse me. Usually that gives us more of a clue as to what's going on. So I see that there could be blocked communication, there's defensiveness, There's a lot of struggles. There's been a lot of back and forth here. You've got the 9, the 7, you got the 5, the 7, the 9, and the 10 of Wands. Good Lord. And the 8. So you are communicating with this person. It looks like there is communication, but there's problems here. The communication has got to be reciprocated. You know, is there going to be reciprocation? Are we going to have the time, attention, money, love, devotion? Are we going to share that? Is it going to be balanced? Is it going to be generous? Is there going to be a distribution of those things in reality that create a forward movement here? There's 2 8s here. Is there going to be any kind of forward movement? Are we going to get to know each other? Are we going to talk a little deeper? Are we going to get to know each other better? Some of you may work with this person. That may present a problem. Some of you may be at a distance from this person. Some of you, this person, and you are, you know, you may work in different locations. You may travel for work, or they do something like that. It's going to be different for each one of you, but distance could be a problem. I feel like most of you, it's an emotional distance. Looks like there's a lot of tension between the two of you. Could be arguments, disagreements. And this is something that has happened on repeat. 9 of Wands says it's happened on repeat to the point where you're like, do I go all in on this, or I finally just throw in the towel? Do I finally just give up on this? Do I just block this person? Do I give up on this and protect myself, or do I go all in? This is it's a 50-50 on this, because you're at that stage. It's like, I don't know if I can trust this person. Do I do this? Do I solidify something here? Is this something I can trust? And some of you are in the process of getting to know this person. There's a lot of defensiveness, a lot of guardedness, a lot of blocking. There could be other people involved. There could be outside interference. That could be work, employment, life, travel, that kind of thing. But it could be other people too. What other people are going to say, what other people have to say. And this could be that you're dating multiple people for some of you. Or this other person is, whatever. You would know that though. Wow. Where do we go from here, Fred? What are y'all dealing with? Who are y'all dealing with? So it's 50-50. Why is this 50-50? Why is it you're failing to see something? Oh no. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You want justice here. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, justice. Some of you may be going through a divorce. Some of you may be going through a separation. Some of you just want to know whether or not this is your person. Is this going to be something? Do I trust this person? Is this person trustworthy, or do I need to... Are we going to come into alignment and be a pair, a match? Are we going to be able to communicate, or is this going to... Yep, there's the cups. Is this going to be a reconciliation? Are we going to be able to blend those emotions? Are we going to be able to talk on an emotional... Are we even going to be able to talk? Are we going to be able to balance this out? Balance and... Oh, the Lovers. Geez. That's the choice. Is there other people involved? Is there shady behavior? Is there manipulation? Huh. You're trying to see things from you're trying to be eyes wide open here. Asking the right questions, the communication, and the temperance of, can we balance out the scale? Are we going to be falling in love? Are we going to be able to communicate from a place of love? Or is this just, it's constant hassle? Jesus. What's up, Kim? You are exactly what I needed this morning today. You're my cup of coffee. Thanks, Feather. You are always welcome, my love. You are always welcome. Always. We broke the deck. We got a new tarot deck. I wanted some pink. I wanted some new decks for y'all since y'all helped me purchase this amazing chair, which I can't spin in it right now because I'm all the way up underneath the table, but because I love y'all for assisting me in purchasing the studio chair. I got some new decks out here. I got to go deeper on this. Y'all ready to go deeper on this? I don't even know where to start. Yeah, neither do you. Neither do you. That's funny. You fuckers. This is exactly what you're saying. You're 8 of Swords, the Strength card. You're holding back. You're up in your head about this. You're wanting to move your love forward. And you're wanting to be your own champion here. You're wanting growth. You're wanting family. You're wanting growth. You're wanting, this to be something. But you're like, do I pursue this? Do I pursue this? Okay. Okay, let's get out the Gilded Tarot on this one. Let's do it. The mini gilded. Let's do it. I love this thing. It's so cute. Very vivid cards. Very vivid. Let's see. Where do we begin, Fred? All right, what's the challenge, man? It's so challenging. It's so challenging. What's the challenge here? There's so much challenge. What's the challenge? Healing this, the forward movement, the stability. Again, some of you may be married to this person. You're already in a commitment with this person. You have the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. It's like, do we heal this connection or do we move on? The challenge is, do we move on? Do we make this a thing or do we move on? That's the challenge. I feel a sense of... I feel a sense of... what is that you're saying to me, Fred? Battle of wills? Battle of wits? Battle of wills? You're both strong individuals with Queen and King of Swords here. You're both very intelligent, very strong, very powerful people. You probably, very, very, you're both very hardworking. You're both very dependable, reliable, adept. And I see trustworthy too as individuals. But what's the friggin' problem? Are you so tenacious? No, it's not the word I want. That's not the word I want. Why are you battling each other? There's been some sort of emotional wounding that's got you both stalled. Okay? You're both stalled. You're both stalled. You could be dealing with a Leo, a Pisces, Aquarius, anybody. A Libra, a Sag, anybody. Okay? What I'm seeing here is there's some emotional wounding. This could be from the past. Your history, their history, y'all's history, whatever. Let's see what this is that's causing you to hold back. Yeah. Do we reconcile? Can we get this off the ground? Is there growth here? Where's the love? The love is underneath it all. Where's the love? I'm not seeing the cups. I see the temperance. I see emotions here, but that's usually like it's hanging in the balance. The emotions are hanging in the balance. You're both blocked. You're both holding on to one another. You both care about each other. You both, with the strength, are capable of unconditional love. I see you're both powerful people in your own rights. Okay? But, the challenge here is like, the emotions are coming in like, okay, do we build this? Can we get this built? Can we reconcile? Can we rebuild this? For some of you, can we build it or rebuild it? Can we heal? Can we heal this? So you're both kind of looking at whether or not it's even possible. So this is what's got you caught in a, you're both energies, both of you are caught in a stalemate. You're at a stalemate. You're challenging each other. You fuckers. You're challenging each other. That's not a bad thing. We want people to challenge us. We want to be challenged in relationships, but the challenge here isn't communication so much as it is, or even, I mean, like, you'll work hard for the connection. You'll work hard for each other. You both kind of know this. You're both very wise. You make wise decisions. You both know this, but the challenge here is the emotions. Why are you challenging me with your damn emotions? Why is the tempering and the balancing and the emotions? I get it. If you're used to being independent and doing your own thing, if you're both very stubborn or hard-headed, it's possible. It's, I'm just saying it may be a little. Okay. The challenge is that you both are protecting yourself. Oh, God. That's what it's happening here. This is the thing that you're not seeing. Here's the challenge. The 10 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands. What you're not seeing, or what you're not communicating, is you're both being defensive. You're both guarded because you've both been through a lot. You're like wounded warriors here, and you're both carrying pain from the past, whether that's a past connection or this connection. And it's like, this is the challenge. The 7 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, which came out first, and then the 2 of Swords came out. So you're telling me again, hey, Feather, pay attention. I'm trying to show you something. You're supposed to be giving me information to assist me. Well, you dum-dums, I love y'all. Here's the deal. You're both so damn guarded and defensive. You're protecting your heart. You're protecting yourself from a broken heart, or you're still carrying a broken heart, some pain of the past. You're showing up here again in the 4 of Swords, which is like, this is the challenge. This is the stalemate. You're like at a square off here. You're squaring up on the streets at noon. Everybody's deserted the streets, and you're showing up in a western town with your 6 guns on either side of you, and you're ready for a shootout here. That's horrible. That's the image that I'm getting. It's like you're squaring off here. What are we doing here? What's up, Smooth? Good morning. Okay, so you're both really defensive, really guarded, really protected. To protection, guarded, walls all the way up. 9 of Wands out here twice. You're showing me the same cards, except for now you're saying, I'm willing to, I am ready to, and I am protecting myself against any and all intruders. Intruder alert. So the communication either comes across as being very slight. The communication is a problem because you're both so defensive, and what's pushing your chivalrous knight, your white knight, the knight of protection, is, I mean, you've got walls up, you've got protection up, you've got guard up, and it's being pushed by pain of the past, heartache, You do not want anyone to get through your defenses. Not one bit, not at all, no way, no how, not happening. Like, geez. Carla says, damn, that's kind of funny, but you're absolutely right. Thanks. Hey, what's up, Carla? Okay, so it comes across, both of you are coming across where you're both mature energy. I don't know, maybe you're 35 and up, 45 and up. You've lived some life. Maybe you've been married and divorced a few times. You've been in some damn relationships, and some of you, most of you, you know how to handle your shit without another person needing to be there. It means you run your household, you go to work, you do your things. You don't depend on another person to get your shit done. You do it for yourself, okay? You may have children. You may have raised your children, raising your children. You're doing your thing. So here's the question. Here's the thing. Because of all of this guardedness, you're both showing up as Page of Pentacles. Like, I'll put in just this much. I'll give you just this much. I'll communicate with you just this much. And you're expecting to get something out of it with just a page? You're only going, maybe you just started dating this person. Some of you may have just started dating this person. But if you are actually in a relationship with this person, what the F? You're like, you're both showing up as just like, it's pathetic to me. With as intelligent and as strong-willed and powerful as you both are in your individual lives, I mean, you are showing me perfect match, perfect match. You are step for step, line for line. I can toe the line with or without another person. One of you you both handle your business. I don't care how much money you make or what you do for a living. You're both step for step, line for line. I'm right there. I'm right there next to you. It's like you're parallel to each other. You're both on trains and you're both going in the same direction, but your trains are not merging, which is a good thing. I'm just saying your tracks aren't merging. The tracks are going this way. And you're like line for line. I'm right there, right next to you, line for line. I'm right there. I'm right there. I'm right there. But the distance between you, is the problem. Did you hear that sigh? That's how I feel right now. Like, what are y'all bringing to my table? Okay, so we're gonna have to do a. You both have the ability and the intelligence and the wherewithal to go all in on a connection. You do. However, the communication and the emotions are the problem. And that's what it is you're wanting to be successful at. You're wanting to manifest a sincere, authentic Knight of Cups. You want that communication as well, and you want reciprocated love. This is what you're fighting for. This is what you're wanting. But you're also... this is what you're wanting. Okay? You're wanting the reciprocated love, the emotions to be shared. You're wanting that solid commitment and that communication. You want clear communication. Just tell me, do you love me? Tell me how you feel. Tell me tell me that you're authentic, and it's so like you just want this person to see you. You want to be successful here, and you're trying to manifest this here. You want this communication to come through from a place of love. That's what this communication is. You're like, is this reciprocation or what? We can toe the line together. We can run a marathon right next to each other all day long. But there's something missing in this whole picture, on this whole field. Feather says, Fred says, then Fred says, then Feather says. Fred's running the show. Puppet master. You're funny, Fred. So what happens here is, what I'm not seeing is emotions. The emotions that I am seeing is painful, protecting from any kind of pain and heartache, whether it's perceived or whether you're carrying it, okay? And deep emotions over here that you're both holding back. You're both guarding and protecting yourself on every frigging level. Okay. You both may be more focused on money and finance right now. Your own 3D realities, building a future for yourselves. There's no cups underneath any of this, Joe. There's no cups. Nope. What you're desiring is a knight of, if this is resonating, you're desiring to manifest and to have that 6 of Cups, Knight of Cups energy, open-hearted communication, authentic love, sincere love, and reciprocated love. But that's not at all showing up in any of this. This is what you're wanting. You're trying to manifest this success and in those areas, but there's so much guarded energy. It's already repeating. So you're both showing up with just a tiny bit of practice, or like, we're just talking. I mean, this honestly looks like somebody you just started dating and you're not really sure whether or not this person is on your level, not really sure whether or not this is going to go anywhere. If you are in a commitment with this person, geez, like, there's a pissing contest is what it is. What's up, Keep Growing? How you doing? It's not about them at all, Joe. That's the wrong way to think. That's not the question you need to ask. Thanks for asking that, though. Joe says, what's it going to take to get the cups to reappear? How do you get them to drop the walls? It's not about them. It's not about what anybody else is doing. It's about what you're doing. We create our reality. We create our life. You are you are the creator of your universal movie. Get the book, Oh Please Be Your Own Hero, Manifesting Survival Guide, and I tell you how to get out of your own way. But the problem is the majority of us throw the blame on other people. It's not just the other person. You're toe for toe in a marathon here with this person on how rigid. It's a pissing contest. Like, this is the way that I see this is like you and your best friend, okay, want to be the smartest. Okay, so you study the most. Who's gonna make the best grades, highest grades? Okay. Well, you're both toe to toe. You're making the same grades on all your tests. Okay. Well, we get out of high school, we get out of college. We both got the same degree. We both got the same grades. We both have the same GPA. You know, what job are we going to get? You both got the same friggin' job, or you are on the same line with the amount of money that you make. You know what I mean? You both have the same kinds of responsibilities. You both have the same kind of, okay, well, you both get into relationships. Here's a pissing contest. Who's going to have the best relationship? Well, you both find great relationships. You're both in the same kind of relationship. Who's going to have the best kids? Who's going to raise the best kids? This is like, you're in a pissing contest with this person. What are you doing? That's just an example I gave to you because that's all I could come up with. Like, if you're in a relationship with this person, you're both so guarded and defensive, neither one of you is willing to let down your damn guards. Because you're either holding on to pain of the past, pain that each one of you has caused the other, or pain from other relationships, and that's keeping you from sharing the cups, blending and bonding, building or rebuilding, whatever your situation, and tempering things and balancing things out with the Justice and the Temperance card, which is usually that connection on a heart level. We can communicate from a heart. We can communicate on a heartfelt level. We can express how we feel. We can express our emotions. We can express the love that we share or the love that we have. It's not balanced. You're both so protective of it. It's like, even if one of you may want a divorce, the other one may want reciprocation. You understand? It's a pissing contest. Who's going to win? One of you may want, to balance things out and communicate things to see where it could go. And the other one wants to, to blend the love. It's like, but you're both cold. You're both cold. You're both detached. And you're both so friggin' defensive. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But if you're sitting out here thinking that the other person is to blame, it ain't got shit to do with another person. First of all, it's your life. It's your universal movie. Do you like what you're seeing? Do you like what you're experiencing? Let's be honest here. If you don't, do something about it. Either shift your perception of the situation, try and see it from a different perspective, or make a decision to get the fuck out of it if it's not what you truly want and desire. Why continue to live a life of struggle and defensiveness and overwhelm, where you're not getting on the same page? You're both so guarded, so defensive. How many times you're frustrated? You're not willing to be vulnerable. Defensive, guarded, block, guard, block. I mean, like, you would be a defensive player on my football field. You're both. It's defense against defense on the football field of life right now. That's not how you play a football game. Defense against defense? No. You got to run an offense. You got to run a defense. It's got to be balanced. And it's not. You're both on the defense. You're both on the defensive side. You're not playing a fair game here. I don't know why I like sports. I do. Y'all deal with it or don't. I don't care. I love it. And somebody's going to understand. Somebody will understand what I'm saying. We got to go a little bit deeper on this. Libras, y'all driving me crazy. I love y'all though. Good. What's up, Kelvia? Hello. Carla says we need Feather to step in and kick our butts. Really, we just have to work through trauma. I know what's my problem. My journey has been long, quiet, frankly. I'm exhausted. I took a break from it all. I'm taking a break right now. It's you might as well put on the pads. You might as well strap on the pads, strap the helmet down, tighten it up all the way down. Okay? And just go head to head at each other. Because that's what this looks like. It's like a pissing contest. I need coffee. I need coffee. All right, Fred. What are we doing here? Why are we here? Why are we talking about this? Libras, you're going toe to toe, head to head pissing contest. What are you failing to see? Why are you failing to see this? Because you're guarded too. Yep. You need to release that shit, and you need to talk about your emotions and how you feel. You're both holding on to so many emotions, and that's possibly what will get you to break this cycle. This cycle of lack, this cycle of, I don't know what this is. Some of you need to release this relationship. Some of you, it's this, it's almost like you're trying to manipulate in the wrong way. It's almost like you're trying to create, how do I put this? When we manifest everything in our lives, from the little squishies on the shelf, the books we have, the food we eat, the environment we live in, the people that are in our lives, the experiences we experience is based on how we feel and how we think. Okay. Now, what I'm seeing here is that if you're both on the defensive, let's just look at it this way. You're on the defensive side Because apparently you're either trying to protect yourself from getting hurt. You may be going through therapy. You may be going through a healing period. I don't know what it is. But some of you, you've pulled your energy back, and your defensive guard has come out front. Okay? And you're like, I am not willing to be hurt. I am not willing to go through this. I'm not willing to, no. But what you're doing in that is you're actually calling more of that guard. If you're guarded and defensive, and you're not willing to express your love and emotions, and you're feeling like you've been left out on the cold, you're feeling abandoned by somebody, or whether it be somebody in the past, or you're dealing with that lack, like, I'm already thinking I'm going to be hurt. I'm already thinking that this person has hurt me. If this person has already hurt you multiple times, you're guarding and protecting yourself, then why are you trying for this any further? The burden is yours on whether or not to lay down this battle. Okay? Just to put it down. This pissing contest, stop it. You know what I mean? That's up to you. Now, some of you could be just thinking about, I don't want to be hurt. This person has hurt me. I don't want to be hurt by this person, that other people have hurt me before. As long as you're thinking about the pain that's going to be caused, or the pain that has been caused, you're going to continue to pull in and attract more of the pain. So you're going to see the person reflecting. You're mirroring each other here. You're defensive, they're defensive. You're hurting, they're hurting. Okay? Somebody has to be willing to be vulnerable here. And if you're not willing to be vulnerable, fuck off. Be done with this. End it. Because you're on that street. The tumbleweeds are flowing. You both got your 6-shooters and you're ready to rumble. You understand? Good, bad, and the ugly. You're ready for the showdown. You're ready for the draw at noon, high noon. Who's going to win? You're both on the same page here, but it's not on the same page in a healthy way. It's in a negative sense, okay? I'm not saying you're unhealthy individuals. I'm seeing that you're both doing great in life, and you're very smart and you're very determined. But what your energy is presenting as, it's saying, I'm blocked in 20 ways from Sunday. In every single way I could possibly be blocked, or be blocking this person, or any kind of reconciliation or balance, even communication. Some of you may have blocked this person. Okay, well, if you block this person from communicating with you, how are they supposed to get through to communicate with you? Oh, man. Gotta be your own hero, yes. Oh, please be your own hero. That's the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about this book right here. Oh, please be your own hero. Yes, the link is in the description. We hold on to the ropes of the past and the pains that somebody has caused us, and we take that into new relationships, and in our relationships, when somebody hurts us, or when something goes wrong, we come to the defense automatically, and we try to protect ourselves instead of being vulnerable and saying, okay, what haven't I seen? What am I not seeing here? Is it because this person wants a divorce, or is it because this person wants something other than you do? Some of you could be dealing with somebody that's married, and you're wanting to grow something with them, and they're married, and it's like a divorce has to happen before anything can happen there. And you get this defensiveness and guardedness because look, you're putting an expectation on something or someone, and they may not ever get divorced. That's on them to take care of that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Every one of you, your situations are going to be different. But if you're talking to somebody, you could both be married and talking to new people. You know, you could both be married and talking to each other trying to get something going, but you still got irons in the fire that need to be placed and taken care of elsewhere, because when you're dealing with that kind of thing, it's like you're causing way more stress, and you're both guarded, you're both already hurting. Maybe you should just chill for a little while and just let the energy settle, you know? You're putting expectations on something, but you're wanting something, desiring something, but what you're desiring is not showing up. So you're manifesting from a negative place, and that's because you're already thinking you're going to be hurt. This person's going to break your heart, or they already have, and you're protecting yourself because you don't want it to happen again. And for some of you, you need to really reflect on this, because this is what needs to be made a decision on. You need to take some time to reflect on whether or not this is something solid that you want to build on or rebuild. And some of you need to see it from a different perspective, because you're holding on to a specific perspective, and that's not doing any good for you. Okay? Some of you may need to release this individual, because this could have been an emotionally manipulative person. You could be trying to manipulate the situation from a place of pain, and you feel left out by this person, or like this person doesn't want the same things you want, and that hurts, but you're trying to go after it at the same time. It's like, hold on. Why are you holding on to it if if you don't want the same things, if you're not on the same page? And definitely if you're not communicating from a place of love and emotion, you're both communicating from a place of stress, overwhelmment, anxiety, struggle, guardedness, defensiveness. And at this point, you know, is it really about who's right or who's wrong? Who's right? Who's right? Who's right? Are you right? Are they right? Who's right? It doesn't matter about who's right or who's wrong. Can you work together as a fucking team? Because what I'm seeing is that has left the friggin' building a long time ago. And if you're just getting started dating this person, and there's already this kind of defensive and guardedness, and you're not able to work together as a team, what's the point? What's the point? What is the point? All right, Libras, here we go. Let's go a little deeper on this, shall we? All right, let's, no, I'm going to leave those there. Okay. Fred says leave them there in case we need to refer back to them. Okay. All right. So Libras, what do we need to know now moving forward? Because this is, I want to know what y'all are dealing with, because good Lord, you would both make great boxers in a ring. I'll tell you that. How many times have you gone around and around? Okay. Sandra says, no point. Walk away. That's right. I mean, if you can't work together as a team, what in the world? What do you want to tell us? Okay. There are other options out there. There's no need to be confused. There are others out there. For those of you that are going through a breakup or a divorce, okay? No, he said put it here. So for those of you, you might be dealing with a Taurus. Some of you are dealing with somebody who is married. For others of you, if you're going through a divorce or a separation, there's no reason to be confused. There's the confusion. Let me get straight in my chair. Good Lord, I'm rolling all over the place. There's no reason to be confused. The confusion is yours. You want to be confused on an emotional level, go ahead. But this is something that you've already seen clearly. You already seen it clearly with the Queen and King of Swords out. Okay? So what are you seeing clearly but you're not taking action on? That's right. I love that, Joe. Joe says it ain't about how hard you're hit. When we're talking about, football in the game of life, it's about how you can get hit and keep moving forward, how much you can take and keep moving forward. Get up. That's right. But if you are off the field, the buzzer is gone, the game is over, and you keep getting hit, what's the point? Walk off the field. You know what I mean? That's kind of this energy. It's like some of you, the game has been called timeout or the game is over. Or the buzzer's already buzzed. Time is up. And that's for some of you. And it's like you're still staying on that field, getting hit. Why? Okay? That's what I'm trying to figure out is the why of this. Yes, like if you are in a relationship, if you're married, if you've got children and there's commitments and responsibilities and shared and all that stuff, I get it. But if you're not working as a team, that needs to be addressed. Okay? So for those of you that are going through a divorce, you've got a separation on the table, or you don't know whether or not this is a commitment or not, because this again could be somebody you just started dating and you're like, what are we doing here? Is this going to be a thing? I mean, are we going to build this? Is this going to be something solid? Are we going to work together as a team? That's the question here. The Two of Wands is down here, questioning teamwork and whether or not it's something that can happen. So there's some confusion here about what action to take in regards to this thing, okay? That's the conflict. That's the Five of Wands that came up, okay? And it's all about trying to make things right. Are you doing the right thing? Are you doing the right thing? Because I told you, it's a pissing contest. You're both battle of wills here. You're both battling each other. In relationships, you want to be fighting towards the same goals with each other. It's like pissing contests. Who can make more money? Who can do better? Who can be better? Who can be smarter? Who's got more this? Who's got more? It's almost like it is a competition within the connection. And I hope you're not getting in new relationships with people like that, because if there's competitiveness like that, drop that shit. Drop the ball and go home. Like, don't even play that game. Because some of you, it is a big lesson that needs to be learned here. Okay, you need to see this clearly. And it ain't about nobody else other than what you're doing. Okay? Because yes, we can improve relationships while we're in them. Sometimes. Depending upon the resistance, and you're both in resistance energy. Okay? Now, I can understand this if you're meeting somebody and you both have your own homes and you both have your own children you're raising, and it's a little bit harder to let go of that independence and freedom if you've been doing it for so long, to actually blend the cups and to work together as a team, because you're so used to doing it by yourself all the time. But if you're in a relationship and you are married, you should be doing that together. You should be pinch hitting. You should be like, hey, you run the ball. I give the ball to you. You run it. One day I give the ball to you and you run it. There should be touchdowns and wins throughout the entire game of the relationship. And it shouldn't just be one by one person. It shouldn't be both of you trying to grab the ball and make the touchdowns. You should both be going towards these goals together in some way, shape, or form. Okay? And again, the heartache is here. Okay? You need to see that it's the heartache here. It's the pain. Why is it so painful? Major decision. And the major decision here is that you need to see the pain that you're carrying that causes you to continue to, some of you may be trying to avoid a tower. Some of you may be trying to avoid a divorce or avoid a breakup. And if you're starting to talk to somebody new and there's this kind of like, if it ain't easy and effortless, what are you doing? Relationships, there should be a flow. It should be easy and effortless. Like, if you can't work together as a team, if you can't figure out who's, it's not about who's better than the other one. It's about, can you reciprocate? Can you both give generously to this that makes this move forward? That's the problem here. Are we going to effort for this? Are we going to put effort into this? Are we both going to give 3 pentacles, our stability energy and our teamwork energy? And are we going to start reciprocating that gets the ball rolling here? That gets things moving here successfully? Are we going to communicate this? And is there going to be any forward movement here? Because what I'm seeing here, and I'm almost at an hour. Wow. Let's look at this heartache and pain, since it's come out twice, since it's such a big problem here. This is what you need to see clearly. Because some of you, you're failing to see it, or you don't want to see the truth. You don't want to see the truth. Okay? You don't want to see the truth in a situation. Okay? Some of you may not be wanting to break up with somebody. And you're both kind of stubborn. You don't want to give up the ghost. You know what I mean? But in all actuality, what would benefit you both? What would benefit my Libra? What would benefit you the most? In the current situation, what you need to see, and I think you already see it, and you don't want to deny it because you've been denying it. You've been avoiding it. Okay? I need more coffee. Oh. This espresso ain't cutting it this morning. It ain't even making... It ain't even tipping the scales on this morning. All right. Tell me, Fred, for my Libras, what is this that needs to be seen clearly? What is this that they need to see clearly? You need to make sure that this is, when the Lovers comes out, a choice needs to be made. A choice needs to be made. What is this that needs to be seen clearly? What makes you happy? What makes you happy, Libra? Okay, and what are you willing to take action on? Are you willing? Oh, mother. This is the 9 of Cups and the Knight of Wands. What are you willing to take action on? What makes you happy, and what makes you happy? What truly fulfills your love cups? What fulfills you emotionally? And are you willing to take action on it? So does this situation that you're going through emotionally fulfill you? Seriously? I don't think so. Not most of you. And are you willing to take action on what needs to be done? That, my friends, is you. King of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. That is you needing to make a major decision here. See it 100% for what it is, and you need to go after and have the audacity to go after your fulfillment. What truly makes you happy, your own happiness. Some of you, this is self-love. Okay? Some of you, this is just, look. This situation has broken your heart multiple times, to the point where, or relationships have broken your heart to the point where you're just so jaded and guarded and protected. I don't say jaded because nothing was in the reverse that suggests that you're resenting things or coming from a place of hate. Nothing like that. But you're so on guard and so defensive when it comes to love, or this relationship specifically, it's kind of like, let's take a time out. Time out. Let's get to the sidelines and let's discuss this with ourselves. You are the coach of your life. You are the player of your life. Okay, coach, what's going on the field? Coach sees it from a different perspective. Okay, look, Libra, this is what you're doing. So you're telling yourself, okay, this is what's broken my heart in regards to love. This is why I'm so guarded. This is why my defenses are so high. This is why my communication is shit. It comes across cold and detached. I'm not playing a good game, coach. I'm not playing a good game, coach. Coach says, okay, well, here's the deal. You need to be willing to see that gap. Are you willing to see when you get back out there on the field that there is a gap that you can move through, that there's other opportunities? You don't keep having to hit the defensive person right in front of you. You don't have to keep going towards that one that's keeping knocking your ass down, knocking your ass down, knocking your ass down. You can, when you're on the field, scope the field, look for the holes and look for the opportunities that are there. What you're doing is your tunnel vision. You're hooked on just this one thing. You're focused, laser focused on this one person in front of you when there's other opportunities. Okay? Coach says, hey, when you're on the field and that whistle goes off, you go. You go for the first opportunity or for the widest hole that you can. And you have the audacity, you have the bravery and the courage to choose a different path. Okay? You make this final decision when you're on the field. I can't do it for you when you're on the field. When you're on the field, you're in player mode. When you're on the field, you're in the game and you have that energy. Okay? You have that adrenaline. What are you going to do? Are you going to be defensive? Are you going to try and continue to hit that wall that's right in front of you, that person, that defensive person that's right in front of you? You're going to keep doing that, or are you going to find a way around it? Okay? Some of you, that may mean that you have to figure out different ways of communicating with this person. Some of you, it may mean avoid communicating with this person. Some of you, it is choosing a different person altogether, going a different route. Okay? Each one of you, it's going to be different. But you are the only one that's going to be able to make this choice. Okay? Because right now, you're stuck. You're stalled. You're not seeing options. You're not seeing those opportunities when you're on the field, in the game of life, with this person, whatever it is. You're stalled. You're stuck. Okay. You need to make a wise decision here. You need to make the best decision for yourself. And then for some of you, this is new, you know. Some of you aren't used to taking chances. Some of you aren't used to taking risks. But I'm going to tell you, as the Emperor energy here with the Six of Swords, there's some things that you need to learn from here. You need to take that thing or that situation, when you pull yourself to the side and say, okay, what's going on here in this situation? What is the truth of this situation? Can it be repaired? How often have I tried to repair it? How often have I tried to fix it? And is it repairable? What am I doing that I could do differently to get a better result? If I can't do that, if it's not something that I'm willing to do, then perhaps I need to move on. Okay. Some of you, this is a new thing where you're taking this information and you're learning some lessons from this connection. I told you it's about a life lesson here. Some of you need to be the one that makes the wise decision for yourself, not rely on other people to do it. You have to be willing to make the executive decisions based on the things that you figured out from this connection and go with what makes you happy. If staying in this connection makes you happy, go for it. Do your thing. If some of you, it is going a different direction from this person, whatever. But it is about your own emotional satisfaction. And I told you, the thing that is missing the most on this reading for the entire reading has been cups. there's a lot of defensive energy here. I feel like I felt like I just played a game with the Chicago Bears back in the late 80s. I felt like I just played against the refrigerator. I'm telling you. This is going to be a situation or situations with you and other individuals where it's not about the other person. You know, how somebody presents themselves and how somebody behaves is a reflection of what we are doing energetically. But it's a reflection of what we are asking the universe for because of what we're thinking and feeling. So if you're already feeling like your heart's broken, you've been done hurt by this person, you're going to continue to see stuff. And if you're the one that's being defensive and guarded, you're going to continue to be dealing with somebody that's also defensive and guarded. So when you're dealing with situations where there's a lot of resistance and it's not easy and it's not flowing, there's no flow. There's no balance and there's no flow. You're both guarding that. You're both severing ties, where you're both protecting balance and temperance, which means that you're not willing to get on the same page. You're not willing to communicate. You're not willing to reciprocate. You're not willing to resurrect this from a place of balance and a place of emotion, balanced emotion or heartfelt communication. If you're both on that, what's the point? You know, sometimes we have to make that executive decision that is best for us. And when each one of your situations are going to be different. Some of you are working on new relationships. Some of you are talking to new people. Some of you are in relationships. Some of you are married. Some of you may be dealing with married people. And some of you are going through divorces. Okay? I've seen a whole bunch of different scenarios. I can't speak to each one of them. But the majority of the energy here is, wow. Okay, there's a lesson to be learned in this. And are you learning those lessons and seeing clearly what you've been either avoiding to see, denying seeing it, or even communicating from a place of I'm healing? You know, communication has been a major problem here. Emotions have been a major problem here. Some of you have maybe have walked away from this a while ago to focus on your own stability and your own 3D reality. Some of you walked away emotionally a long time ago. Either you or this person. And that's why I said you're just given just a little bit. But some of you may have emotionally detached from this person quite some time ago. Or you just are emotionally detached and you're not able to, or you're not currently connecting with somebody. It's either you or this person. It looks like both of you. You need to reattach your emotions. You need to get happy again, you know? And it's about taking action on what makes you happy, what fulfills your cups. You've got to be able to fulfill your cups and be happy. Now, some of you can live in a relationship like this, but you got to be able to make yourself happy regardless of what's going on. I mean, you may be dealing with two individuals that work really hard, that have really intense jobs. You know, it's a matter of being able to work as a team. That's what I wanted to look at. Thank you, Fred. What's the issue with teamwork? The building or the teamwork? What's the issue with the building or the teamwork here? What's the issue? Wow. There it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. All right. Cautious. There's the devil. Done showed up. So there could be addictions. There could be deep fears. There could be an obsession here. I don't know what this is. This is toxic behavior. Toxic or obsessive overthinking, deep fears. It could be a lot of different things. But when the devil comes out, there's something toxic or something definitely off balance. Okay. You're both being overly cautious. You're not willing to work together to balance this out with the temperance, to work together on an emotional level, on a teamwork level for forward movement, which is what you're saying. I'm blocking, I'm guarding, and I want to know, do I go all in on this or do I not? Do I work on this or do I not? This is the challenge. Some of you feel like this is a toxic connection. Some of you feel like some of you may have some deep fears in regards to even working on it. There's the Six of Pentacles. There's the guardedness, defensiveness. The Ten of Pentacles is in the upright. The Ten of Cups is in reverse. So what you're blocking is a change. You're blocking it. There's the Six of Pentacles. Are you going to be able to reciprocate? Is there reciprocation in this connection? Go back to the same question. We go back to the same question. Oh, thanks, Vicky. Oh, congratulations, Vicky. Go slow, take your time, have fun. This is this was a pretty intense reading here today. And it goes back to you're repeating the same thing over and over in this reading. There's where the imbalance is. There's where the teamwork and the emotions are not being reciprocated. Is this person or you giving to multiple people? Is there reciprocation in a connection that will allow this to move forward? For some of you, there's stalled communication, blocked communication. Some of you, this may be an obsession. Can't let go of it. Some of you, there's some addictions that are causing some problems. Some of you, it's deep fears, whatever. And others of you, there's other people been involved, third parties and otherwise. Is this a generous connection? Is this a reciprocal connection? Is this one that you can work with? You know, it's going to be up to you to make this decision. It's all about you seeing things clearly. But it ain't about them, it's about you. That's what needs to be looked at. That's where the hold back is. The reciprocation. Okay. Some of you, it is a passionate connection, a third party connection. Again, some of you, and there's that resentment coming out for others of you that are holding on to grudges and holding that resentment. You're holding on. Okay. Some of you, it is a sex-based connection, and it's not going anywhere because there's no actual reciprocation in the connection. So each one of you, it's going to be different. So, yeah, there is lust. What else is there? There is unconditional love, but is there reciprocation? What's the struggle here? Is the struggle has been being in a third party situation, holding on to resentments and anger and frustration, because that alone is toxic. It's toxic for you. It's unhealthy for you. It's an unhealthy dynamic either way. Anger, rage, resentment, third-party situations, sex-only situations when you're definitely wanting something that solidifies, that leads to long-term commitment. For those of you that have been waiting for somebody to tell you they love you and work together as a team, don't fail to see whether or not this is just a sex-based relationship. Is it obsession? Is it only chemistry that's keeping you together? Because I see that that's balanced. The lust is there. But where's the work? Where's the reciprocation and all of the other things? So this is something that you're going to need to address, and you're going to sit on the sidelines for a little while, take some time out, and actually think about what it is you truly want from a relationship, and whether or not this is what makes you what does this make you happy? No, you don't need another person to fulfill your cup. You need to be doing that on your own. But is what this relationship is, or this connection with whomever this is for you, does this satisfy you in the cup area, in the heart space? Is this something you truly want to take action on for the distance, for the long distance, for the long haul? You know, if it's causing so much struggle and so much, you know what I mean? It ain't been easy. Why? It ain't been easy because a lot of you are wanting reciprocation. You want a reciprocal relationship. You're wanting that equal give and take in a relationship. But if this is just a third party sex-based relationship, you ain't getting what it is you desire from the relationship. Why are you still holding on to it? That's for somebody. Y'all needed to hear that. Them's the words, them's the messages. Y'all got some stuff to think about here. Y'all got some stuff to think about here. I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you hanging out with me. But you need to make an executive decision here. You got some lessons to learn from this, some thinking to do. And you're the one that's got to take action on what makes you happy. What makes you happy. You know, if this is a long-term relationship you're in, you want to keep going like this? Or are you willing to hash things out with your person? And if they don't feel the same way, are you willing to do what it takes to get what you want? Does that mean it's going to be that person? If that person ain't willing to work with you, you know, some of you are not willing to separate or let go of or see that there are other options out there for you. And you're just holding on to this thing for what? What? Comfort? That don't look comfortable to me. Sex? Okay. But I love them. You can love them from a distance. If you ain't getting what you want from them, if this is what you keep getting from them, maybe it's not your person. That's all. That's stuff you've got to be able to see and go 100% in on what it is you're failing to see that keeps causing major issues here for you, that keeps you at a standstill. Because what you're wanting is something beautiful. You're wanting a successful, harmonious, loving, reciprocal, authentic, open-hearted relationship with somebody that's going to honor you, honor the relationship. So y'all need to be willing to see that. I hope you enjoyed the messages today. If it resonated, like, share, subscribe, join the tribe. If you would like a private reading, the information is in the description. Check out my book, Oh Please Be Your Own Hero, and my newest book, The Art of Aloneness. They're both available online, digital, on Amazon. Oh Please Be Your Own Hero is also available in paperback and hardback for those of you that going to need a study guide and you want to keep that survival guide with you in your day bag or whatever. Keep one at home, keep one in your back pocket, I made them hardback so that I got them to print hardback so that y'all could use those because yeah, paperback wears out pretty quickly when you're using the way that y'all have been showing me that you've been using it, which I absolutely love. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. It is time. Until next time. Let's keep growing this tribe. I hope that you enjoyed the show today. What's up, Tamara? Hello, hello. I'm off of here for now. Namaste.